Colm and Lucy podcast with Colm Hayes and Lucy Kennedy.
From Nova.ie and Radio Nova.
On this week's podcast, we speak of animal stories and also when squirrels attack. If you don't believe me, make sure you stay because we have proof. We speak of Randy Farmers down the ploughing championship, lunches, and am I the new ambassador for cling film? If you're heading into your 43rd year, it may be the most boring ever. Stay with us, I'll tell you why. Paul Byram dropped in to say hello, and we have news of halloumi cheese. The 9 things you can do with halloumi cheese. You will be fascinated. Welcome to another Colm and Lucy podcast. Packed lunches.
Thank you. Do you have any little music for me just to talk about this?
I can give you sort of a little bit of music for packed lunches. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So packed lunches.
Guys, I'm obsessed with packed lunches. I love talking about them. I love thinking about them. I like packing them. I like getting good ideas. I've actually already Googled this morning 10 sandwich-free lunch ideas for kids because I like giving our children variety, but I do kind of feel like it's generally crackers and cheese, ham sandwich, blah, blah, blah. You're not allowed to put a nut in sight in case somebody in the area has a nut allergy.
Or your kid rubs the nuts off the top of their nuts on. Just
exactly.
Just keep
like
away
pesto
from nuts
has
completely.
Nuts, you know. So I kind of feel like, and then what you do with pasta, because how can they heat it up? And no one likes cold pasta. It's a tricky one anyway. But yesterday I was giving out saying to Colm, look, because I literally arrive in here on 2 wheels, sometimes with only one eyebrow drawn and no bra. So I said, look, it's just such a panic in my house in the mornings because I do the packed lunches. Rich does the drop off, that's fair enough. And so I'm kind of doing packed lunches half asleep while drinking tea, semi-naked. Anyway, Colin said, well, why do you do the sambos the night before? And I said, what?
Yeah.
Bless yourself.
No.
Because for me, I like fresh sarnies. I don't like something the night before. And then what you do with your sandwich the night before, do you put it in the fridge, do you put it in the lunchbox? What do you do? And I just need advice from mums, dads, people, anybody, dogs, cats. How do I do this?
Two things here. First is like half 4.
2 things here. You said that 3 times.
Half 4 in the morning, you're making packed lunches. You don't know what you're giving your kids. You don't know what's going into those lunches. Yeah. There could be anything going in there. You wouldn't have. I'd say some stages they've actually had a bottle of barefoot Shiraz in there. You know.
Oh, that reminds me. That's not special.
I know it is. Yeah. So it could be anything the kids are opening because it's half 4 in the morning, and it just makes an awful lot more sense. And I think an awful lot of people do this. And please defend me on this. And this is a really domestic argument that make your lunch the night before. You can do it all and stick it in the fridge.
Yes, I know, but it's not for the sarnies.
Cling wrap. What have you heard of cling wrap?
Why are you being so aggressive over this? Right? You tell me that I am boring talking about packed lunches. It would appear that you have more thoughts on the subject.
No. Because always when Holly was going to school or that, we would do it the night before. Or even if I'm bringing lunch in here, and if adults are bringing their lunch to work, they generally do it the night before, and then they use cling film. It's what cling film was invented for.
Are you being sponsored by Cling Film?
No, I'm not, but I am available to be an ambassador of Cling Film.
Yep, we make the lunch the night before, no pressure, panic in the morning, start of the day in a good way, no rushing. Yeah. But is the wrap not hard?
No, it's not. It's fine. That's why fridges were invented and cling film was invented. It's for exactly that, and it keeps all cling film keeps the freshness in.
You couldn't put tomato in a sandwich because then it would get all squishy, or banana would be all brown.
Well, you can put a little bit of lemon juice on the banana and it won't go brown, and then just use a little bit of cling film.
Wait a second. Why would you put lemon juice on?
Lemon juice stops it from going brown.
No, sorry. Someone's just got in touch. Lucy, you are 100% correct. Who wants a soggy cling film sandwich? Yuck. Exactly.
Okay. Let's just do a quick little survey. 0871818100. And while you're texting us in, tell us what's in your lunchbox, because you're really interested in adult lunchboxes.
Yes.
That sounds rude, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just love knowing what people bring into work.
Okay.
I have a field day in canteens.
Okay, so for 10 minutes, we're going to... This is your 10 minutes, Lucy, okay? Because you are approaching 43, which is apparently meant to be the most boring year.
It's next year.
I know, it's meant to be the most boring year of your life. So for that reason, for the next 10 minutes, please feed our Lucy with the information that she needs.
See, you think I'm boring, which is kind of hurtful, because I'm not. I'm just inquisitive about the lunchbox.
Okay, so she's just inquisitive about the lunchbox officer. 0871818100. Do you make it the night before? And what's in it? 0871818100.
What did you bring in today, by the way?
I brought in some vegetables that we roasted last night. Roasted vegetables.
Okay.
And I put them in the fridge last night.
What kind of veg?
In a bowl. There's courgettes in there, aubergines, carrots,
obsessed with
parsnips.
aubergines.
Yeah, I love aubergines. But guess what? I put them in the fridge last night.
Yeah.
Put them in a bowl, and what did I cover them in?
It's embarrassing now.
Colm film.
Okay, this is a good idea. Somebody said make sambos in advance and freeze them. They thaw by lunchtime and taste fresh.
It's a good idea. That's a good idea.
But like
Do that.
Holly's like little break is at 11:10. So if I took it out at like 4:30.
She's biting into hard bread.
Just fart.
No, I was making that noise of her teeth going into hard bread. Yeah. Okay, this entire lunch box debate has taken off.
Yeah.
Like nothing before. Even
Yeah, it looks
bigger
like
now.
I'm not that boring.
Well, in fairness,
Everybody's into this subject.
somebody just texted in to say, who the hell has time in the morning? Of course people make their lunch boxes the night before. What have you got over your side, Lucy?
I've got loads. Okay, lunches have to be made in the morning to be fresh. Make pasta and put it in a food flask and heat it as pasta is being made. Then pasta will stay hot. Good advice. Love this too. Make mini frittatas and muffins. No soggy sambos and no need for cling film. Can I keep going?
No,
Why are
just
you waving at me?
because Mary's on the line.
Oh, Mary.
Good morning, Lucy.
Mary.
Good morning, Colm.
Good
Morning, Mary.
Hi.
How are you?
I have your solution because
Go on.
I love the way Colm was telling you to make them the night before, but your
Yes.
night before is probably finishing at about 9:30 or 10. So
Exactly.
you're thinking those sandwiches are going to be lying there all night, and my
Yes.
poor children have to eat them.
Yes,
no,
Mary.
simple solution is
Okay.
you can make them the night before. Forget the cling film because all that does is it makes the bread sweat.
Told you,
You
Colm.
get your piece of kitchen foil, you put a little piece of kitchen paper in it, and you wrap the sandwich in the kitchen paper and then in the kitchen foil. And Bob's your uncle, they're just as fresh as if you made them 2 minutes before.
Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
My
That is a
God.
brilliant
That's it.
tip.
So
The
kitchen,
cling film is no good because it makes the bread.
Cling film.
And apart from the fact that the kids can't open it, if they're a little bit smaller than,
Yes.
well,
Takes them ages.
I'm working on a new edible cling film.
Shut up.
So they can
Listen to
just
Mary.
you can just eat straight through, no problem at all.
Mary's wise.
well,
Mary's
that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
That's
well.
really
I mean,
good
I
advice.
make my sandwiches the night before. Sometimes if I'm really lazy, I get up at about 7:15 to make my husband and my son sandwiches, and they're going, God, why didn't you do it the night before? Because I was too tired.
Yeah,
But
I hear
that
you.
works.
I'm like you.
It
10
works.
o'clock, I don't want to talk to anybody, yet alone make a ham
No.
sandwich. So you get the sandwich, you put just a piece of
You
kitchen
get your
roll over
little
it.
square of kitchen foil. Then you'll obviously get a little square of your, if you have kitchen paper or napkin.
Yeah.
It's all the same. But you wrap your sandwich in the napkin first, and then, or you can put the two together and do it as one job if you're really
Mary,
quick. And
you are a bloody genius.
There you go.
Thank you
Try
for
it out
that.
and see.
I will.
And let
I'll
me
you
know.
I will. I'll let you know tomorrow.
And a
Thanks,
great
Mary.
show because I've only got the chance to listen to you this morning. Well done. It's about time they got you pair back together.
Oh,
Ah,
Mary.
Thank you, wise Mary.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, wise Mary.
Mary,
Take care
we
of
love you.
yourself. Take care of
God
yourself.
bless.
Bye,
Love you
Mary.
guys.
See you now.
Have a lovely day.
Bye bye. The lunchbox debate continues.
I told you I'm not boring.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
I'm going to bring you a bit of science.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of science.
Go on. Oh, God. Where are we?
Hello, 43-year-olds.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, 43-year-olds. Welcome to your boring life.
Oh, my God. First of all, I'm not 43 yet.
Okay.
April the 21st, same day as the Queen. Remember that? Hazy face.
It's kicking around, though, pretty soon, isn't it?
It's not kicking around pretty soon.
Let me just say.
September, for God's sake.
Well, you know what I mean. So
This
let me
is just the sore knees yesterday, isn't it?
Well, it started with the sore knees, and then it's continuing with the way you are at the moment in your life, the way your life is rolling into this sort of boring stage,
It's
right?
not boring.
I'm bringing science
Okay.
to you because it has been proven
Right.
that people have the most fun at 23. Oh, 23.
That's when I met my husband.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You had the most fun that year.
Yeah.
But then they lead boring lives, and by the time they reach 43, you're at your most boring
I am
ever.
not. I can safely say that I'm getting worse with age.
God, this music is very repetitive, isn't it?
Very repetitive.
The study said most of us have less
Let's
enjoyment.
sex this up, Hazy.
This-
Let's sex it up. Come on. I like to think I'm a sexy 42-year-old. I'm not the one that... Like, that music's like, ooh, all I do is just go around supermarkets all day shopping for cereal.
Yes, it does. Well, this report shows that, in fact...
Yeah.
Oh, it's stopped now, thank God.
God.
It shows that when you hit 43, it is
Yes.
the most boring... And what is going on?
What is going on?
It is the most boring of your life.
Well,
You have very, very little
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
This company went around and asked everybody.
Yeah, which company? You?
They found
you
that
asked two of your mates, your freaky mates.
More than 1 in 10 of those polled found that once you hit 43, life just became just
Okay, so 10
boring.
people were polled. 10 people who were absolutely balubus.
Okay, what happened was you fell into an all too familiar everyday routine. You had cash concerns, tiredness, feeling too self-conscious. My God, this is you!
It's not me. It's not me. Yes, I have cash concerns. Yes.
These are among the main reasons for adults not going out to enjoy themselves. Over half of those surveyed drank too much.
Yes, that might be me again, but I've resolved that since I found out that the drink goes to my knees.
And partied much, much less again.
That's not true.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now.
No,
I am telling you now. I am planning to party hard.
No, look, you just
and I mean hard.
Just because this research is out, you just can't change your lifestyle just because
But
our
I don't
natural-
have a Okay,
Yeah,
my
okay.
life is a little bit boring at the moment. I understand because I'm working very hard. But once I finish filming Living with Lucy, I'm telling you now,
Yeah.
you're going to see a new me.
43% of them also over 43 said that they have less
Relations.
yes, than they've ever had.
I'm not going to discuss that.
And they believe that they have to look back 3 weeks to actually say, "Oh, I had a good night then." They've only had fun within within the last month. 43-year-olds. Oh my God!
That's not true at all. I had fun last night.
What are you people like?
What do you mean, us people? First of all, I don't know what those people are like because I'm not going to be one of them until April the 21st.
Oh, God.
What are you going to get me?
I don't know. Afternoon tea is so boring at 43. I think.
Hey, do you think there's anything boring about me? I'm sorry, Lane.
No, I was literally...
I'm sorry, Lane. I didn't realise that you were there. Coughing so inconspicuously.
Oh, Elaine, the timing was perfect.
I didn't even mean that. Oh, God.
Yeah, I know.
You better
I
have
know.
something in your throat. You better have a frog in your throat.
I'm scared now.
You should be. I know where a car is.
Next year's Living with Lucy, will Lucy just going around to people having tea and then just sleeping? That'll be it. That'll be it.
Well, is that a change from this series?
Yeah.
There's a lot of tea. There's a lot
of
tea.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you are. People out there who are just about to hit 43, or if you are 43, science says that this is the most boring year of your life.
Well, that's really interesting because right here I've got a little survey about how men who are turning 57 are fat losers. Did you turn off my microphone again?
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
Lucy Kennedy has some research now. Is it research? You like to bring a little bit of scientific research to the show, Dr. Lucy Kennedy. Oh, very good. Good start.
Nearly a quarter of Irish people reckon sex counts as exercise.
Bye.
This is true, everybody.
Okay.
The revelation came as part of an AXA study.
Who?
AXA?
AXA. Okay, insurance. The insurance company were did a survey about sex. Okay.
How can we get people in the mood when you keep on talking?
Go.
Giving it all that.
Go.
Chitter. This is basically to find out the fittest and the laziest trades. Okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
Estate agents.
Are the laziest?
The laziest.
The laziest.
42 minutes. That's how long they last.
Wow. Excuse me?
Why are you giving them a ding? It's a
42 minutes.
yeah. People in the public sector, only 1 hour.
1 hour?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Arts and recreation.
Yeah.
1 hour, 7 minutes.
What is arts and recreation?
I don't know. Give them a bonk.
1 hour. Give them a
Bonk them.
what?
Bonk them. Media and journalism. That kind of includes us.
Yeah.
It's not true. 1 hour and 7 minutes. Charity workers only last 1 hour and 12 minutes. But the lively ones are those dirty, horny farmers.
They're all down the ploughing.
2 hours, 44 minutes.
Get out of town. They can last 2 hours.
IT workers, 1 hour and 58.
Oh, you cheeky nerds.
Anybody in the hospitality business, 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Grab a waitress today.
Hot, sweaty builders, 1 hour, 26 minutes.
Can I just...
Lawyers, 1 hour, 25.
No.
But number one, Radio Nova breakfast presenters, 5 hours.
No. Can I just... Hang on a second. You're actually giving out to people there because they can last 1 hour. And you're saying that that's bad. I mean, you know that the European average for this is 4.5 minutes, and it's proven.
Oh, wait a second. This is how much exercise they do a day.
Ah, for God's sake.
I read it wrong.
And that has to do with what?
No, nothing really. It just says
So
that
it's
that's how much
nothing to do with rickety dickety doo dah. Nothing at all. There, she's got a puncture again, people. So it's nothing to do with that.
Well, it could be if you hadn't ruined it. You told me to tell the truth.
Sorry, okay.
You gave me the family look. You know I can't lie when you give me the family look.
So those people are they are the worst at it or the best at it? So are you saying farmers are technically still the best?
I'm saying farmers get the most exercise.
Wow, okay. But it's well known if you do a list of careers about people who are just absolutely hopeless at the puncture noise.
Yeah.
Post office workers are always there.
Why?
It's just, I don't know, it's just a survey. It's just a survey. Grave diggers. No good.
Well, you wouldn't get in the mood after that, would you?
Grave diggers, no. Also, people, blondes.
Blondes? Do you know blondes not have more fun?
Right-handed people.
That's ridiculous. I'm right-handed.
Professional clowns.
Well, there's nothing funny about that.
People in spandex.
Hello.
Anyone called Angela.
Okay, you've made all these up.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
Because we like little weird stories about animals.
Yeah, I can't find it now. It was about a dog and a polar bear, and the dog basically kicked a whooshka out of the polar bear.
But will I tell you about it? Because I have it here in front of me. Because I'm supplied all the animal stories.
Yes,
okay?
because you are.
So thank you. An electrician
Special.
in Alaska captured a video of a dog fighting with a polar bear.
Yeah.
This is the one.
This is the one.
And the dog won.
Yeah, I've
That's
just told
great.
that story.
But you didn't put in the names.
Oh, sorry.
Christopher Miller.
Oh,
see?
for God's sake, is that the dog?
That would be great if that was the dog's name. No, it's not. Christopher Miller was asked by a homeowner if he wanted to see the Arctic animal. He followed the man to his house, and the man showed him a dog and a bear wrestling. As if this is a thing that goes on in his house.
That's really weird, Christopher. If Christopher approaches you guys, just keep looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
Don't engage.
If a bloke came up to you and said, "Do you want to come into my house to see a dog and a polar bear tussling?" What would you say?
I'd say maybe.
You see, again, it's this whole FOMO thing.
I just want to get into the house to have a look to see what it's like.
Yeah, we're going to go back over that again, aren't we? God, this is the theme of this morning, really. Also, there's news that a crop of squirrels. Now, squirrels. This is the time of year for squirrels.
I don't like squirrels.
Why not?
They give me the creeps.
How?
I don't know. There's just something about them. It's the whole. I think they're just going to bite me with their little annoying teeth.
The squirrel is a vegetarian. It's never going to eat a human. So
yeah, but what if it thinks my eye is a nut?
There has never been an incident ever in history of when squirrels attack humans, ever. It just doesn't happen.
Never say never.
A crop of squirrels are frustrating farmers by chomping their way through their crops. The animals are eating orchards, pumpkin patches and cornfields, and now the squirrels are so fat, some of them can't get up the tree anymore.
Welcome to my world, squirrels.
And finally, on the weird stories about animals around the world today, this is weird actually, because a US research facility has revealed that one of its monkeys is on the loose.
Oh!
Yes.
Where is said monkey?
The University of Louisiana has said that a 12-pound monkey has escaped due to a cage failure.
Oh no.
Now the thing is, because I was talking about this earlier on, this monkey could have been... Well, he could have so many different diseases in him and not the cures. They haven't got to the stage of actually injecting the cures.
Oh, God.
They've just injected all the diseases. So you could have this crazy diseased monkey with really nice makeup, because they also test makeup out of monkeys.
Yes.
Just walking around town. Don't approach him.
Don't approach him.
No matter how good he looks.
Hey, what was that? What was it called? Outbreak? What was that?
Outbreak. Yeah,
was it Outbreak when the monkeys went mad?
Yeah, when monkeys go mad. So just again, if just a little bit of advice, if you do see a really good-looking monkey with lots of makeup on, he could be riddled with disease.
Don't kiss it on the lips.
Don't kiss him, don't approach, and don't ask him, can you go and see the inside of his house the way you would?
No.
Just a little bit of advice, really.
That's all we have for you guys.
That's it, really.
Good advice as always.
Yes.
Just so everybody knows, the squirrels in Hyde Park, London, are so used to people, they come up to you, one ran up somebody's leg.
Yeah.
And then jumped off. So
they went up the leg, probably looking for nuts. But just to say, it's just a cheap joke. That is a cheap
pathetic
gag.
Yeah.
Just to say that there is no case of a squirrel ever actually attacking a person. And I put it out there now. If anybody has been attacked by a squirrel, we need to know now. 440419.
We need to know now.
You can text us 087 181 100. Elaine, were you ever attacked by a squirrel?
No.
There you go.
We don't really. Do we have many squirrels?
We have grey squirrels.
Lane, remember we said Girls United, no matter what.
We have grey squirrels because the grey
I've heard of squirrels attacking
You haven't?
people.
You just said that.
I've heard of it a lot, especially in the States, Colm, so you don't know.
Hang on a
You don't
second.
know,
Squirrels
Colm.
don't attack people in the
Colm,
States.
you don't know what we know because you are a boy.
Okay. Clint, have you ever been attacked by a squirrel? Clint has never been
Don't
attacked by
listen
a
to Clint,
squirrel.
he's drunk.
No. No, again, I put it out there because
I'm
I think
joking.
what you could put the fear of squirrels into kids.
They
And
should
I'm
be
only
afraid.
joking. I'm
They
only
should be
joking.
afraid of squirrels. They're dangerous. They're dangerous animals.
It's called FOSS. It's called FOSS, fear of
I
squirrel.
wouldn't mess with the squirrel column.
No, well, just put it out there. If anybody has been attacked by a squirrel. Well, we've got a squirrel call. Okay, sorry. We've got a squirrel call. Earl, how are you?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Okay,
Good morning, Earl.
Have you proof that somebody's been attacked by a squirrel?
Well, kind of proof, yeah. It's my sister. She's living in London last year, and she was sitting on the park bench, and the squirrel got up and bit her on the finger, and she had to get the hospital and get a tetanus injection over it.
Hang on, Mark. This is serious, people. This is the proof you
I
wanted.
cannot believe this. How was your sister? Did she lose the finger?
No, she just had to go and get a tetanus. The thing is, squirrels have been getting braver in London over the years because nobody messes with squirrels, so they're getting a bit more feisty now. So they'll come up and get food off you.
Yeah.
So I think that's why she got bit. That's why she thought she got bit anyway.
Can I ask what she was eating at that moment? This could be important.
She was eating nothing, actually. Just squirrels come up and bit her on the finger.
Oh my God.
So just to describe the scene, he ran down. She was on a bench. He ran up. Did he go up inside her clothes or on the outside?
No, outside. He climbed up onto the bench and then walked over to her and then just square bit her on the finger.
Oh my God!
I knew it.
Okay,
I knew
just
it. It wasn't just me.
wow. That
Sense
brazen,
danger.
that brazen little her. Okay, well, thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Earl. Thank you for that.
That's the first live report on radio of a squirrel attacking a human.
There you go, guys. Didn't I
Have a
say
good day.
I'm always ahead of the pack?
Yes, you're right.
Thank you, sir.
You're right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Earl.
Thanks, and
Bye-bye.
pass on our regrets to your sister as well. Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye. Love you.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
There's one thing about Lucy Kennedy and Colm Hayes. Hello. We are foodies.
We are foodies.
Oh, we are foodies. Big time foodies.
What have you got?
And we will often discuss food off air and on air, but usually when we come in, we'll have a discussion about what food we had yesterday.
Yeah.
And I regularly talk about halloumi.
Yes, you're obsessed with halloumi,
Yes,
so much
I am.
so
Yeah.
that I bought 4 packets of halloumi that's in my fridge and I don't know what to do with it.
Okay, so I got into halloumi because this what's his name, the body coach, Joe Wicks.
Joe,
okay,
yes.
Okay, I saw a recipe that he did, which is when I was trying to get really, really fit, and he does this amazing curry with broccoli and halloumi. Right, It's gorgeous. It's like we have to have it once a week now at home. Okay,
Once a week?
Once a week, yes, it's in the diet once a week. My son, even, I had to actually write it out for him. I actually spoke the recipe into your phone once.
Yes. Is this a chickpea?
Yeah, that's the one. That's
I
the
feel
one.
like, I'm not going to lie to you, right? I feel like you're a bit of a one-trick pony.
Oh, because that's the only recipe
Well, you
I
keep
gave you.
churning out the same recipe every time I say things like any good recipes. It's always like, well, I've got this really nice one, chickpea.
Halloumi, because I want people to get into halloumi. So the great thing about halloumi is it's quite
Yes.
when you
Squeaky on your teeth.
it's squeaky on your teeth, and there's a little black line through it, which is, and some of it has mint going through it. See,
Yeah.
see.
Well,
See?
my pal gave me halloumi about 2 weeks ago, and she served it up with sweet chili sauce.
Hang on
delicious.
there. So you've got to get used. So the easiest and simplest way is your friend. What's her name?
Vicky.
She went for the easy option. Your friend Vicky.
She didn't. She's a very good cook. Sorry, she would show you how to cook, my friend.
Excuse me, I'm the king of halloumi here, right? Right. Okay, halloumi Hayes, they call me.
Yeah.
Whenever I travel to Africa.
Okay.
Okay. So what it is here now is the easiest way is to grill it.
Yeah.
So chop it up into little bits, grill it,
Chop it into little bits, as in like
little cubes.
Oh, cubes.
Little cubes, yeah, little cubes.
Okay.
So slice it down the centre, chop it into little cubes, and grill it, and then
Yeah.
have it as a little dip with sweet chili sauce. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so what was wrong with my friend? She did exactly that. And
That's the easy way around it. That's the easiest way.
Okay.
So you
Well,
can.
what else would you, joking aside, what else would you serve with halloumi?
Oh, I'm not joking. Halloumi, you've got me right
Well,
now.
what
on one
other?
of my favorite.
Okay, well,
Barbecue it.
no, but what else would you like dip your halloumi in?
Okay, well,
What?
barbecue it,
Yeah,
mix it with fruit,
yeah.
yeah, and a halloumi omelette.
Oh, gross.
Halloumi fries,
yeah.
which Nando's are doing at the moment. Halloumi fries.
Halloumi fries?
So cut them out like little fries and deep fry them.
Yeah.
Halloumi pie.
Halloumi pie?
Halloumi burgers.
Well, you're just throwing out things. You've never tried any of this. All you've done is this bloody curry.
Glazed halloumi. Halloumi canopies. And grilled halloumi with sweet chili sauce dip. I've just thought of those off the top of my head now. I didn't Google the 9 best things to do with halloumi. I just thought of those.
Someone's saying grill it and you can put it on a salad, or you can put it on a skewer with peppers.
Oh,
That would be nice, actually, wouldn't it?
is there something
Could you do like lamb,
Oh, yeah.
peppers, onion, tomato, halloumi.
With a little bit of
all
meat
on
in
a
it. Skewer.
all on a skewer, a bit of salt and pepper. And then someone else says, Lucy, cut up your halloumi into slices and put it on your barbecue or frying pan. Just eat it on its own or put it on a salad. But why is everybody so obsessed with it? Surely it's like avocados.
No.
And after a while, it becomes fattening.
Can I say now to all the leading supermarkets now, there will clearly be a rush on halloumi today, so just make sure you're packed up in it. And to some of the supermarkets that don't stock halloumi,
how dare they?
Shame on you!
But wait a sec. Is it fattening? If you're eating it once a week...
I actually don't know. It was very salty.
Is it like feta?
It's nicer than feta, but I am, and I have to say, totally obsessed with halloumi.
So...
It's not cheap either. That's the bit.
No, it's not cheap. Yeah,
no,
and I noticed because I got 4 packets off the back of you talking about it all day, every day. And
what have you done with it?
Nothing.
Where is it?
In my fridge.
Bring it in.
Why?
We'll cook it tomorrow live on the show.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
Paul Byram is here in studio.
Love this boy. Love this boy.
How are
Where
you,
do you
Paul?
even begin?
I'm doing grand, thank God.
I'm going to do an intro. I'm going to do it so people who don't know you're doing it because as such it's a strange mix Radio Nova, Paul Byram. But you're a good mate of ours.
Perfect fit.
He's often hailed as one of Ireland's premier tenors.
Yes.
I don't know about that, but we play along.
And
yeah.
your website still says one of the youngest tenors around.
Yeah, I need to probably look at that website in general. I think there's pictures on it as well that are very different to what
Can
I look
I
like
just
now.
say fine wine, my friend? Just like a fine wine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play along.
But you certainly are one of the premier tenors.
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
And take it,
Yeah,
please
I'll
take it.
I'll take it.
Paula will be playing in the Helix Theatre on October the 6th.
Yes.
Coming up. Now,
On the Saturday. How do you feel?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to this one because, like, over the last kind of couple of years, I've been doing different productions, and when I go to the States, I have to do Irish stuff, and so this show is going to be very much what I like.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a lot of stuff from like the West End and Broadway and stuff, but I'm also going to do kind of mainstream songs with a kind of classical vibe. So I'm going to do maybe a little John Legend and
very
kind
good.
of Van Morrison,
Brilliant.
things like that. But all with kind of my style because there's no hiding what I do. Do you know what I mean? The voice is the voice. So I'm really excited about it, and I always like playing in front of a Dublin audience as well.
Yeah, it's kind of
I'll give you a
scary.
story. I was doing a gig in Bray, and I'd been away in the States for a while, and I was thinking I was great. And I moved home, and this was my first kind of few dates back in Ireland. And you know, Americans will say, "Oh, you're great," and then you after a show, and then you go out to see the Irish. The Irish have no problem telling you what they think.
I was shite.
Yeah. So I'm signing CDs or whatever, or trying to sell CDs, and this woman comes up, she goes, "Do you know what? Never liked you. I've seen you on television a couple of times and I never liked you."
Oh my
God.
God.
Thank you very much. She goes, "Anyways, after tonight you're alright. Will you sign that?"
There you go.
It's like, that is
take
the
that.
most roundabout way of complimenting me, but I took
Yes,
it.
backhanded.
You have an amazing voice, right? When do you realise? And also, you don't look like you have that voice. You know that way?
I know. It's
Like
sort of-
Bublé.
Yeah. So it's like that man should have a few more stone on him, to
Yeah,
have
or
that
in a
voice.
suit, or, I don't know what people... Yeah.
When do you find out? When did you find out you had that voice? Was it in school when you started singing, or?
Yeah, I was started when I was a really young lad. Like when I was 4 or 5, I used to imitate Stevie Wonder, and
Really?
I used to love music. And then I went into school and started singing in the choir, and then the nun was like, "I think he's a little bit better than the average kid."
Yeah.
And I just started training, and then I did my first opera at the age of 12.
Wow.
And I did my first album at the age of 14. So
So you had that deep voice from then.
no, I was a boy soprano, so tight trousers, high pitched. Yeah.
All right.
So
So
Walking in the Air. I even sang that with Dustin back in the
Did
day.
you?
Did you?
Yeah,
We've got to get that.
That wasn't a great moment in my life, but it was good. It was good fun.
I'd say Dustin enjoyed
It was
it.
good fun. Yeah. So it was good.
You performed around the world. I remember the last time I spoke to you, actually, I was in RT, we bumped into the corridor. Oh, God, it was about 10 years ago, I think, But I think at that stage you were heading off around the world to do some... You've travelled around, haven't you?
I was in a show called Celtic Thunder, and we travelled the States for a number of years. We did like six number one albums over there, and ended up singing for President Obama in the White House on his first Paddy's Day, which was very, very cool. And I fell deeply in love with Michelle Obama that day.
We all did.
She's nice in real life, is she?
Oh, she's just gorgeous, and she just takes over the room.
Yeah.
Like, he actually kind of gets overshadowed by her, which is bizarre.
She's got the X factor.
She does, and she's just lovely and glamorous and stuff. So,
Did she talk to you guys? And
Oh yeah,
did Barack come over? and have a chat?
Yeah. We were taken into a separate room to meet the two of them, and we were. God, it was mortifying. My proudest moment of my life, and I'm wearing a bloody kilt. And,
But
and
what
he
were you
was
wearing
like,
under the kilt?
Well, Lucy, we won't get into that.
That's
now.
for Michelle to know.
Yeah. But in any case, though, he was talking about our boots. He was slagging our boots. And I was saying, look, I have a pair of boots downstairs for you. He goes, I wore them when I dated Michelle. I wouldn't wear them again.
No way.
So he was slating
Good
us.
crack.
You know. So he was, good banter. Yeah. And so that was kind of a great experience. But, like, you know, it's all part of the gig. Like, it's
But when you
fun.
think back to all the performances around the world, and you've done so many countries, is there one that sort of is like crazy weird that stands out?
Oh, look, there's different parts of the States that are kind of crazy weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, obviously you go to the big cities and they're great. And, you know, I was doing a gig last weekend in Austin, in Texas, or an hour out of Austin.
Yeah.
And I was all delighted because I like having the banter between the songs.
Yes.
I'm very relaxed and I tell stories.
You
and
like the chats.
They're maybe not PC either.
Okay.
And
Brilliant.
so then I arrive into this gig down in College Station, and it was an extremely conservative audience.
Oh, right.
And like I started talking about funerals in Ireland, and there was just this deadpan kind of deadness coming back at me. I was like, oh, Jesus, get me home.
Oh, no, that's awful.
It's like, so, you know, there's different places you go to. Whereas you go to Boston, you could say, and they're like, yeah,
Well, half of them are Irish, that's why.
Yeah.
You got to be careful when you go down deliverance country. You know,
Yeah.
you just
I-
don't know what's going to happen.
I have
little
a
bit of
voice-related question. What do you do to look after your voice, Paul Byron?
Well, I would like to say I'm very kind of professional about it, but like if leading up to a gig, I won't drink, for example, because that dehydrates you and all that. I'll stay away from curries and stuff because
Curries?
Well, they give you reflux, so they're not good for the vocal cords. Yeah,
Well, you don't want that during a gig. Whoa.
No, well, yeah, and like Coke, for example, I had to stop drinking Coke because Coke is very bad.
I'm glad
for
you
the
said
voice.
stop drinking. Yeah.
But Guinness is very good for you. I tell myself, and then there's Manuka honey. Manuka is
People
really
swear
with
by
that.
that.
Oh, I swear by it. I eat it like by the truckload.
I love honey. Yeah.
Well,
Everybody
honey is
seems
honey,
to-
but then there's Manuka, and
Yeah.
Manuka is not particularly nice. It's
quite pricey, though, isn't it?
It's pricey,
Yeah.
and it's very chunky. It's not great.
The
But it does
Australians
the job,
use it
but it's
now. The
good.
paramedics bring it around. They put it on wounds. They put
Do they,
Manuka
yeah?
honey on wounds because they say it clears up
Wound,
a
not
wound.
womb.
No, wound,
Yeah.
not wounds.
Just checking.
So if you're out there and you see a pregnant woman, don't go
Don't
through with a
put
jar
the
of honey
Manuka
and
honey
go,
on
can I
her
rub
womb.
you?
Come here, love. I got some honey. No. And is there anything you do just before you go out on stage? Because you know the way you see people going up through the and all
I
that
do
sort of
a
stuff.
little bit, but I mean, if you're doing a sound check or rehearsing with the band or whatever, I find that's enough of a warm up.
Right.
My singing teacher used to say, "Don't leave your top notes in the dressing room."
Right.
Ah,
You know,
okay,
a lot
yeah,
of people
yeah.
would kind of do their vocals and then they go out and they're knackered, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, I do what I do. I trust myself. I trust the talent that I've been given, thank God.
Yeah.
And I kind of just get out there and hope for the best. And when I go for a top note, it's either there or it's not. And it could be an awkward moment or it could be great.
But with that face, it doesn't really matter what he sings. Do you know what I
Lucy,
mean?
You're saying all the right things. You're saying all the right things. My God.
I have a nice Paul Byron story.
Okay.
So when Richard finally proposed, after I marked out the Argos catalogue page, the ring that I wanted, not that he... Anyway, we went to look at Slane. We were going to get married in Slane Castle. And we looked at the church and everything. And it just turned out then, just between numbers and the way Slane is, only X amount of people could stay, blah, blah, blah. We thought, we'd get married in Italy. However, literally on the way back from Slane, the first phone call I made, as an outside family, was to Paul to say, just got engaged, we're thinking about this date, can you sing at our wedding? And he said,
I was
absolutely.
delighted.
Yeah.
And then I heard you moved it to Italy, and
Yeah.
I was even more delighted. But then I realised I wasn't going to Italy.
No. And then you never got the second phone call.
No, VIP magazine weren't prepared to give them that budget. So
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
spicy.
So that's a great story, Lucy, that you say you asked Paul Byron to sing at your wedding and then you didn't let him.
Well, no, it was
Technically,
Italy.
that's the story.
Well, I mean, if he's shopping for his ring in Argos, you're not going to get a singer to go to Italy for.
oh my God, I'm so dumb.
Yeah, okay. So anyway,
So,
Linda
yeah.
Martin, how much did she cost for the wedding?
What's wrong? Why me?
Yeah, which is exactly what she said when you rang her. Now, okay, so
He loves his own jokes.
we gave you a little bit of music. You've actually
Yeah, I
recorded
got
something
it.
for
Well,
us.
yeah, when Clint rang me yesterday, the way he said it on the phone, I thought it was Prince, and I got scared. But
Yeah.
Clint rang me and he said, "Look, I've got the track from the show that I want you to put words to.
Yeah.
I think it'd be hilarious." And I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
God,
hilarious."
no pressure.
But I'm not a songwriter, okay, and I'm not funny. So
You're
those
a
are two
lover.
things that go. I'm a lover, but
Yeah.
they're two things that don't go very well when you're trying to do a funny song.
Right.
So I came up with what I'm going to do now, and it's either going to be brilliant
Or hideous.
or cringeworthy, and we'll never talk about this again.
Okay.
And I will never be booked for the wedding again.
It can be our dirty secret.
It could be our dirty
So,
secret.
do you need to
Nice
put the
and dirty.
headphones
I'll
on
put the
there?
headphones
Okay,
on
so
'cause I
Paul's
need the
going to play.
track.
So this track is actually the opening track that we play every morning as we open up at 10
Yeah, and you
past
guys
6.
can do like BVs on this. Colm and Lucy. That's all that you've got to do. Every
What's a
time I kinda
BV?
look for-
Whoa.
BVs, would you
Backing
stop
vocals.
it? You know only too well, darling. Ireland's Got Talent, come on.
Come
Okay,
on.
let's do this. Come
Right,
on,
let's
come
do
on,
this.
come on, come
Okay,
on, we'll have
Paul
the bands.
Barham singing the first song ever written for the Colm and Lucy Breakfast
I
Show.
apologise.
And now, everybody, it's time for the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova. And here they are.
Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy, men and women on their way to work. Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy, Lucy gives the man their morning glory. Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy, but Colm's here to make sure things ain't getting sexy. All right, lads, Colm. Lucy with her long black shining hair. Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy. Well, Colm looks like he's just having a man. Colm and Lucy, Radio Nova, what is going on? Seriously. Wow! Colm and Lucy, representing both sides of the Liffey. Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy, Lucy Sandy Cove and Colm Santry. Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy. She's worked with 2 stuffed Muppets, now just 1. Colm and Lucy. Colm's eyes is Podge and Raj glare. Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy. Celebrities are living with the Lucy's flash. Here, saw Colm coming out of Beshop's there with a bag of chips on Saturday night while Lucy was off having Nathan Carter's fitting into his pants. How the other half live? What? Lucy Kennedy and Colm Hayes. Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy. No better way to rise and start your day. Colm and Lucy. Radio Nova's the place your dial should be. Colm and Lucy, Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show, 6 to 10.
Hey! You
My
outdone
God, I
yourself.
loved you before. I adore you now.
That there is possibly going to ensure I never sleep with another woman in my life.
Paul Barham! Paul Barham in studio. Paul, thank you so much for coming in. Paul is playing the Helix Theatre very soon, actually,
October
6th of October.
6th.
Yes, October, guys.
Stay and put me out of my misery.
Yes,
He
come in
is
and sing to
so
us again.
worth
Thank
it.
you, guys.
Paul
Appreciate it.
Barham, ladies and gentlemen.
Good to
Paul
see you.
Barham.
Thank you.
You look
Radio
great,
Nova.
you sound great, you are great. I love you. Jesus, who the hell is playing a tin whistle?
It's Clint. And he can talk while he's playing it. What a man.
I blow well.
God almighty, thank God he's good looking.
Clint, what's happening in the movie world? Because you know.
There is a few things out this week. Let's start with Mile 22. This is Mark Wahlberg, the Oscar nominee. Mark, what do you think of Mark? Oh, need I ask?
Yeah.
She can't control herself.
Wasn't there a thing on
He's
the...
a bit of a knob, though, in person.
Thank you very much.
He's not a knob in person. Actually,
I have interviewed him too, Lucy
So have
Kennedy.
I
Oh,
interviewed
hello!
Yeah.
I interviewed him at the premiere of Daddy's Home 2.
Yes.
And he was great crack.
Knob
Loved
for me,
the
knob
Irish.
for me, knob
It's
for
because
me.
you're a boy.
Okay, can I just say that's
Maybe.
6 mentions of knob now so far, so can we just stop? Can we be knobless from now on? And also...
Let's talk about halloumi again because it was so interesting.
And so did you see his diet or his regime that
Yes.
was put up on the
Yeah.
internet? Like up at 3:30 in the morning.
Listen,
does
we're
look
talking about a
good,
Calvin
like-
Klein model here. He
takes
is hot.
He puts a lot of effort into looking the part.
Yeah.
Shame he doesn't put a lot of effort into the acting.
Oh. Somebody in the room is jealous.
So tell us about the movie, Mile
This
22.
is an elite American intelligence officer who's aided a top secret team. So this is like one of those teams where, you know, the police don't know about it, the FBI don't know about it, the Secret Service don't know about it. So he's part of this team who's doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And the action is packed. And all of that. There's fantastic espionage and all that sort of stuff. But he is just so dull. I just can't get into it. Here's a little taste of Mile 22.
Our team are no longer employees of the U.S. government. Their identities have been erased. They are engaged in a higher form of patriotism.
The mission is first, last, then everything in between.
Can I not just say...
Oh, he's such a beautiful person.
Thanks. Now, can I not just say that, have we not had all of this with Jason Bourne?
We pretty much have.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this is another version of Jason Bourne. The good thing about this one is we have John Malkovich in it.
I like John Malkovich.
Brilliant.
So you will like that bit of this film.
Okay.
You won't like Mark, you'll like John. I like the
Mark.
story. There is an opening of a door for a sequel to come.
Oh, God. 23 miles.
Mile, yes. 23 and a third. So having said all that, I will give it 3 stars.
Oh,
that's
so
quite
you're
good.
not that fussy about his performance.
Yeah, but it could have got a 4-star if there was a better actor in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
well, who'd you put in there instead? I take this personally.
Good question. Well, I do like a Daniel Craig as Bond.
Yeah. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be nice.
Yeah.
What about Danny Dyer?
Also out this week, we had a special screening last night at the Stella Theatre, and the Radio Nova listeners were introduced by lovely Ruth Scott to our
right.
special... God, the Stella Theatre is beautiful. Have
I
you
saw,
been there yet?
I know, no, but I saw you put it up on Instagram. I haven't been there.
Oh, you
It
have
is
to see a
beautiful,
film there. You can
revamped.
lie down on the beds in the front row if you like. You can have the comfy couples couches at the back if you're that way inclined. Drinks in glasses, proper glasses, a little table by your chair so you can put your...
I saw that. And
There's nothing else like it in Ireland.
do they keep the lamps on during the movie?
Very low light lamp.
Okay.
You might want to have a nibble.
So can you chat and have a nibble?
We can have a nibble.
Can you
I wouldn't
chat?
You could
Wouldn't
have
chat
a nibble at
through the
somebody's
film.
ear if you're at the very, very back, couldn't you?
Yes.
Did you?
No.
Who did you go with?
I'm watching the film.
Who did you go with? Don't lie to me.
The
Al.
Little Stranger is what we're talking about. This
Yeah.
is the Donald Gleason film.
Yes.
And here's a little taste of the film that's what he says is not a ghost story, it's a mysterious thriller.
This house works on people. Who's the child here?
Susan died before I was born.
Do you mind displaying tricks? Susan is a memory.
How innocent you are.
What happened next is a mystery to me.
Creepy house. A bloke goes back to this creepy house after years of not being there. He's the doctor. We're talking about Donald Gleason. Weird things happen in the house. It didn't do it for me.
Oh,
Did it not?
Okay, that's a pity.
Sadly. It looks stunning.
Right,
Looks
okay.
amazing,
Yeah.
but just didn't quite hit the mark. 2.5 stars.
Oh,
2.5
dare you.
stars. Okay, thank you.
Worse than the nun?
2.5 stars.
Yeah, it's worse than the Nun.
Okay. For Stranger, Little Stranger, and 3 for L. Wahlberg and his
Mark
tight
Wahlberg.
pants.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
That's it from the Colm and Lucy podcast. We'll have another podcast up next week. And remember, you can join us live on the radio. Radio Nova, Monday to Friday, 6 to 10.
The Colm and Lucy podcast. Seriously addictive podcasting.
From Nova.ie and Radio Nova.